When it comes to producing some of Thailand and the world's most famous bands, Karma Studio near Bangsaray in the Gulf of Thailand is one of the industry's most recognizable names. Founded by music industry executive Chris Craker, it's become the spiritual home for artists and bands to create their very best work away from the stresses of the real world. Likewise, Thailand's ProPlugin, founded in 2004, is one of the country's most trusted musical supply outlets, headed up by music lover Joe Traithep Srikara. Now the two friends have joined forces to form ProKarma Edutainment, a collaborative effort to assist young and emerging songwriters in Thailand. So Chris, can you tell me a little bit about this new collaboration and what it all means?
Yep, sure. So we've formed a new joint venture between ProPlugin, Bangkok's leading audio dealer, and Karma Sound Studios. It's called ProKarma, and we're here to educate and help people understand how to use their equipment better and how to work in the music industry better. And so that'll involve everything from learning how to write better songs, how to play your guitar better, how to record better, and how to market yourself better.
Now, there are a lot of academies here that teach kids how to play music, how to sing, how to perform, but do you think you're filling a bit of a gap in the industry?
I think we are, because there are lots of wonderful teachers here on instrumental lessons and individual learning. What we're providing is a little bit more holistic in its approach, where somebody feels they're an artist, they're learning the guitar, they want to play in a band, or they may be a solo artist. We're providing all the tools to help you understand how to operate in the global music industry, not just here in Thailand, but actually promoting yourself online and honing your craft. So it's we can fill the gap of everything surrounding the industry, as well as the important elements of learning the instruments too.
The branding, content, and marketing, as you talked about.
Exactly. Yeah. That's so vital. Learning how to develop your brand is the first important step for any artist, because if there's not something recognizable, it's very hard for anybody to remember you or whatever. Having great songs, imperative. So learning how to write better songs. I don't think there are too many people in Thailand teaching the art of songwriting. And then online marketing is also a dark art that's changing by the week. And so you need to be constantly in touch with all the changes and all the movements going forward that are going on around the world, because they're all supremely relevant here too.
Now, you've had an amazing career yourself, obviously, from Hollywood to recording with some top artists around the world. Will there be an opportunity for people who take part in a course like this to meet some of those artists and songwriters and producers that you work with at Karma Studios?
Yeah, occasionally. So a lot of the work that ProKarma is going to be doing is going to be Bangkok based, in and around the centre of the city. But from time to time we're going to be doing weekend workshops, and when we've had visiting artists and songwriters, we will be opening up the doors and making that kind of thing possible. Yeah,
that makes it very exciting, isn't it, for a young songwriter?
Yeah, it's really important for them to understand how it's worked for other people. I was just working last week with the people that have just written the latest hits for the Chainsmokers, which are global success right now, and they were telling me they're 23 and 24, these two young songwriters from Sweden. And they said they couldn't get arrested. Nobody wanted to listen to their music. They write 200 songs a year. They take their art very, very seriously. But they wrote a chance email to the manager of the Chainsmokers, and it simply said, we've written this song, we think it'd be good for you, what do you think? And they wrote back.
Wow.
And they're going to be 1 billion streams later.
Yeah. Sometimes it is about luck and opportunity, isn't it? And determination, persistence.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Songwriters will have the opportunity to attend workshops and gain instruction on technique, branding and marketing, as well as unique opportunities to meet some of the world's top music producers. Right, so Joe, tell me a little bit about the collaboration between your company and Karma Studios.
Yes, so ProPlugin, right? That is like the new company. It's ProKarma. So we are alliance between ProPlugin and Karma Sound Studio. ProPlugin is specialized in importing and distributing, and also retail, sell all the musical instrument and audio equipment. And Karma Sound Studio is specialized in doing the world-class studio. So we are working together to provide the education for the musical people in Thailand, and also to teach young kids.
Now, Thailand seems to have a very prolific and a very dynamic young music industry too. And do you find, I mean, certainly in the film business it's that way too. Do you think it's an industry that's really growing and it's becoming very strong, not just here but in the whole Asia region?
I think if you're comparing Thailand to other countries in Southeast Asia, I think Thailand would be like one of the top countries in terms of music business because I think Thai people are quite diversified and Thai people are enjoying music a lot. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for us, right, and also for Thai people to learn more and also to develop their music skills and also to have the potential to sell the music globally, not just Thailand. But I think in order to do that, you need to know the theories and also you need to have the skills behind it to make the music more successful.
Do you think this is filling a gap then? Because I know that there are a lot of sort of places here where people can learn to play music, they can learn to sing, they can learn to be in a band. But there is a gap for people understanding, number one, how to write a song, number two, how to market it and get it out there. So that's really fulfilling a need that has not been met so far.
Yeah, I think right now most of the academy in Thailand is all about teaching people how to play music, how to sing music. But for us, right, we want to focus with how to make music because we want to create more professionals. We want to create the real artists. Because for that, if teach people how to play and sing, right, you might have some artists. But for us, right, we want to create artists, not just for local, but also for global market. And in order to do that, I think nowadays, right, artists also need to know about the production side of the track. They cannot just know how to play music and sing it. They need to be able to produce music by themselves. So I think it's a must-have skill for artists nowadays. So if you want to have a music career, right, I think we would be able to teach you how to do it.
You need to have those technical skills. But mind you, it's getting easier, isn't it? The equipment's getting easier to use and better.
Yes, I think right now with technology, right, it's easier for people nowadays to make music comparing to like 10 years ago. But in order to do that, you still need to have some education. You need to have some knowledge because if you don't have any knowledge, you will not work it on the right way. And the sound quality and also the song quality, everything will not come out right for your audience. So there is like a good technique and also knowledge that you need to learn how to make and produce music first.
Fantastic. Well, last question. Are you excited to be working with Chris Craker and his team? I mean, he's a bit of a legend too, isn't he, in the industry?
To be honest, right, I am also listening to one of his album lately, The Interstellar. I even bought it, so it's like my honor to, right now, I'm partnering with him right now. So it's a great of joy.
You can visit this website to find out more.